What's up, guys? Welcome to the Flagstone Teens Fall 2020 online parent meeting, available in less than 5 minutes. First off, man, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this. I know things are crazy, whether you're online or in person. It just seems like everything is up in the air. So the point and purpose of this meeting, of this lesson and stuff, is for us to get on the same page with what's going to be happening with the Flagstone Teens in the fall of 2020. First off, I want us to know that we've got definitive things happening this fall. I'm going to add the link to our fall 2020 calendar that has events that we've done in the past. Everything has a little asterisk next to it because it might be just a little bit different this year, obviously because of COVID-19. And I'm also going to include an event description list that shows exactly what's going to be happening at those events. In addition to a fall version of Classy Dinner Night, Friendsgiving, Guys and Girls Retreat, Deeper Youth Conference, and a couple of other things, our teens are going to be going through a couple of different series. On Wednesday nights, we're going to be going through a series called Mood. We're looking at human emotions from a biblical perspective. The reason that we're touching on this subject too is because right now it just seems like we're all inside of our own heads, trying to figure out and sift through these emotions. Why am I feeling lonely? Why am I feeling anxious? Why do I feel afraid? Why do I feel depressed? A lot of times our emotions completely overwhelm us and they take the driver's seat. But in this series, we're learning how we can put those things in front of God and submit those things to God so that we can take good control of our emotions, this good gift of emotions. On Sunday nights this fall, we're going over the book of Esther. Esther is a really interesting story because it's as if The Bachelor, Princess Diaries, and Miss Persia event were all happening at one time. In the middle of all that stuff, it seems like this fairy tale story about this princess that rises up into power. But in the middle of all of it, we see, man, where can we find God when it seems like He's not there? You see, God isn't mentioned at all in the book of Esther. And so how do we find God when it seems like He's not there? I'm really excited about this series because it really helps us understand how we can see God in the middle of everything whenever we just can't really see Him with our eyes. Man, with everything that's going on this fall, I know that it's hard for us to even think about doing either youth group events or trying to make time for classes, either online or in person. But I want to encourage you to do so. Our teens are going through a lot. You, parents, are going through a lot, trying to figure out, what's best for your teens, what's best for your family in the middle of all of this. And I encourage you to think about your teenager's spirituality, your teenager's relationship with God in the middle of all of this too. You see, where our schools can help us try and feel some kind of permanency or some kind of protection, and you come out and try and give your teen this protection and everything. Man, there's a spiritual battle that's happening at the exact same time. And so I encourage you, whether this is an online event or an in-person event, make your teen's relationship with God something that's personal, something that's important. Whether that's meeting up and coming into a place every Wednesday and Sunday that your teens can feel safe, or where your teen can feel like they can unload on stuff, where they can grow their relationship with God, with each other, and push each other forward. They can learn about themselves and learn about a Savior that cares so much about them. So I encourage you to put spirituality, put this relationship with God, put the Flagstone Teens either Wednesday nights or Sunday nights, in person or online, as an importance, and let your teens know how important that is. Last but not least, I want to say something very personal to you parents out there. Man, having no kids myself, I cannot imagine what you guys are going through, having to make these decisions, these big decisions on schools and exactly how much social distancing your teens are going to do, how involved they are in the community. And you guys are the ones that are having to make the hard decisions for your teens on exactly what you're comfortable with. And I want to let you know that right now, in the middle of all of this, you are not wrong. Whatever you have decided for your family, whatever you decided for your teens, that's what's best for your family. And so I want you to know that I am with you. Our leadership is behind you, and we are praying for you, and we are rooting for you in this season where it seems like all of the parenting books have gone out the window, all of the discipline stuff has gone out the window, and everything that it seems that we knew that we could stand on is just out the window. And so I applaud you, parents, for doing what you do, for taking care of our teens, for praying over our teens, and loving them the way that we do. And I envy that in you. I'm so glad to be able to be a part of that journey with you guys. So thank you so much for letting me be a part of that journey with you. Well, that's it. That's all I got for you guys for your parent meeting today. Under 5 minutes too. Let's look at that. So please be in prayer for the Flagstone teens. Be in prayer for this fall and for Flagstone in general. We are really excited about the things that we have going on this fall, and we're glad that you get to be a part of it. So I'm praying for you. Thank you very much, and we'll catch up with you later. Thanks.